Hello and welcome to Snipes Castle, Senior's True Navy Sea Stores. Myself, retired Senior Chief Dow Stocks, and my partner, retired Chief Dennis Burdenidi. What's up, homie?
What's going on, brother?
Doing good, doing good. All right, shipmate. So here, either myself, Dennis, or a guest will tell a sea story from my time in the world's greatest Navy. Some of these stories will make you laugh, sad, and even mad at times. That's why I call it Senior's True Navy Sea Stories. So today, Dennis, we have my my story, what we will call be careful who you talk to. Be careful who you talk to. All
Yeah,
right.
that should be quite a story.
Yes. So this story happened to me on board one of my most least favorite commands and ship I was on, the USS Peterson. The USS Peterson. And I got a story. I got a sea story that I'll probably get next time about why this is like one of my least favorite ships. However, I use that sea story that I will tell later on as a catalyst for my next ship, the USS Porter. Right. But we that's another sea story for another time.
What platform is that?
That is a DD, Spruance class.
Ooh, that was before my time. That's for sure.
The DD Spruance class. Piece of crap. It went there a year before it's about to be decommissioned. Decommissioned. I got there and they was going through a lot. I got some stories from that ship right there. But one of my least favorite commands, uh, sort of dysfunctional. Right, I went there as a first class. Got there, and this is the time where we was actually going through the decommissioning phase. We was actually already moved off the ship into barracks rooms, which is cool. Which is cool. Moved off the ship into barracks rooms. So it's a really good time. You ain't really doing nothing on the ship. You're mustering and doing, cleanup. Damn ship near clean anyway.
Yeah, and
Clean
taking
up a ship.
apart. Yeah,
Yeah, clean up a ship to get bombed and sunk out to sea, right? Yeah, you painting everything so this ship get torpedoed.
gotta look pretty.
Yeah, to get torpedoed. Uh, but dry the bilges and all that good stuff. So we had this one seaman. No, not seaman. Fireman. He had this one fireman. Um, I had actually saved an eval because it's probably one of the worst evals I ever seen written on a person. I'm serious. We'll call him uh Fireman Harold. We call him Fireman Harold. Yeah, we call him Fireman Harold, right? So Fireman Harold was probably one of the worst firemen I have ever met in the United States Navy. Why this guy was still in the Navy, I have no clue. You know, they wrote, I'm serious, they wrote this guy an evaluation, an eval. And I read that evaluation. I'm like, y'all actually going, you're actually going to send this up? Because I remember the line reading would be better off, would be better off not enlisted in the United States Navy. And I remember reading a
What?
couple of evals on this fireman like this. I never read an eval like that. Usually they'll just leave it, vague,
Yeah, basic.
just so But you read it, and yeah, they don't want this guy in the Navy. But I mean, they specifically put in this eval would be better off as a civilian. I remember that was on one of his evals.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, But this guy, he was a piece of work. So we was in the barracks in Norfolk, Virginia, and Fireman Harold, he was in the barracks laundry room. In the barracks, you get to use the laundry for free, which is cool.
Yeah.
So the ship was pretty much off that afternoon. So Fireman Jones, a couple other sailors off the Peterson, and this other individual who was a member, who was not part of the ship's company, but was just a guy in there doing his laundry. He was in there. Nobody thought anything about it. But I wasn't there. I was told the story. This is how this went down. So Jones, who, had a foul mouth, was in the laundry room cussing and cursing, just cussing and cursing, just for no reason. Cussing and cursing, cussing people out, saying all kinds of curses, what I was told. So that one person that was over doing his laundry, this older gentleman over there doing his laundry, came over to Jones and said, "Hey, could you tone it down some? You don't need to be using all those derogatory terms around here. You don't know who's listening.
Yeah.
You don't know uh, who who's offended by what you're saying." So Jones turns to this older gentleman and proceeds to lay into him. Lay into him's like, "MFer, you can't tell me what to do. MFer, I don't know who the F you are coming over here talking to me like that. Um, who the hell you think you are?" Boop, 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 boop. Laying into this dude. You know, you don't know who this guy is.
Yeah.
You don't know who this person is. He soon found out who this guy was. This guy, immediately went into form, popped, got attention. They say the guys that that was in the except a few more. So, some of the guys just ran out.
Yeah.
This guy just popped tall and told Jones to get at attention. You know, Jones was kind of bewildered. He was like, "You get at attention right now." And then Jones got at attention. You're like, "Oh my God, come to find out that this person was a Marine captain." Of all the wrong people to cuss out.
Yeah. That's
Use a
an
Marine captain
understatement.
to curse out an officer, right? Don't worry, my camera got hot, so it'll come back here in a little while, Dennis.
Okay.
But I'm still here. All right. So this Marine captain, uh, Pop Jones tall, put him at attention, and then proceeded to, talk to him about what he's done. Told Jones to give him his ID, relinquish his ID, give me his ID. So this Marine took his ID and, of course, contacted the USS Peterson command, contacted the command. They had captain's mass that same day. They had captain's mass that
Wow.
same day. Jones came back to the ship, has captain's mass. Of course, he got busted down to the next and figure your pay grade, half month's pay times whatever, how much he got fined or whatnot, adding to the MWR pot. And then he got sent from the barracks that we were in, which was like a hotel pretty much. And he got sent to there is a restricted barracks in Norfolk. There's a restricted barracks in Norfolk. If everybody didn't know, they got a restricted barracks in Norfolk on shore duty where you go. It's almost like boot camp. You got a whole bunch of racks, basically boot camp style, and that's where you stay on restriction. And that's where Joe spent the rest of his time while the USS Peterson was preparing to be decommissioned. And that's the story of be careful who you talk to because you never know who you are talking to when you're out there. You don't know. He just looked at this man over there like he was a regular guy. That's a Marine captain over there who's a guest in this barracks, want to do his laundry in peace with all the cussing and cursing. And he came over there and gave Jones a chance to just say, "Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. I'm sorry. I'll go about what I'm doing." But nah, he want to act bad in front of his boys. And oh yeah, he's bad until he's popping tall at attention.
Actions and consequences.
Yeah, man. So those of you out there, always, you never know who you talking to.
You gotta mind your
Yeah,
manners.
gotta mind your manners. You never know who you talking to. We had this one sail of my first ship driving down. I can't remember. I think it's 265. Young lady. He saw a car. This is when you could actually pull over and help people without getting,
Shot
shot at or found in the damn ditch
Yeah.
somewhere a week later. But he stopped and helped a young lady whose tire was blew out. Got her back. Got changed out her tire for her. Got her back going. And this lady got his name. Went back home. Didn't know this was the admiral of Norfolk's daughter. The CEO of Norfolk's daughter. The actual admiral of Norfolk Base daughter. And that's Admiral called the captain on board the Kid, my first ship, and said, "Hey, I want this." I think it was a seaman to come over and have lunch with me.
Wow.
With me and my daughter for out there helping my daughter. So you never know who's out there in the sky.
Actions with consequences.
But that was a good consequence. That's a good
Yeah.
consequence. Other than that, Jones, well, God damn. Yeah, well, Harold, y'all know his name now.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he long gone at the Navy. Shout out to Jones out there. All right. Just make sure y'all out there, y'all treat everybody with respect. You never know who's around you because, something can come back and bite you big time.
Exactly.
All right. But that's my sea story. Be careful who you talk to. All right. Make sure you like the video, share the video, and subscribe to Sea Stories, Senior Chief's True Navy Sea Stories. This is me, Senior Chief Darryl Starks, my homeboy, Chief Dennis Bernini, both retired. Thank you for joining us, and join us again for another exciting sea story in our world's greatest Navy. Bye-bye.
Joke, I'm fattening like Nutri-Sweet Crystal. I'm the light. We gonna miss you. You need a proper mirrors, my number.